Jennifer Lawrence has taken a moment to look back on her initial experiences in the Hollywood spotlight, bringing a sense of honest introspection to her journey. In a conversation that has come to light again, the star known for her role in the Hunger Games, now at the age of 35, openly discussed her difficulty in watching her past interviews from the peak of her celebrity status. She expressed a strong reaction of discomfort when informed that someone had gone back to review those early discussions, saying simply, "Oh no." She described her younger self in those moments as being overly energetic and full of hype, something she now finds quite embarrassing to revisit. This admission highlights a common theme among public figures who evolve over time, realizing how their past behaviors might appear in hindsight. During her rise to fame, Lawrence became iconic for her candid, offbeat and often humorous way of presenting herself to the world. She was the type of celebrity who didn't shy away from sharing personal anecdotes or making light of her own flaws, which endeared her to many fans but also set her apart in an industry often filled with polished personas. However, she explained that this wasn't merely a ploy for entertainment or to gain laughs from audiences. Instead, it served a deeper purpose in her life at that time. She claimed that while it reflected her true personality to some extent, it was also a form of protection, a defense mechanism she employed to navigate the intense scrutiny that comes with stardom. By being overly open or exaggerating her relatability, such as joking about everyday mishaps like, "I poop my pants every day," she aimed to humanize herself and deflect any potential criticism or misconceptions about being unapproachable or pretentious. This strategy, she noted, helped her cope with the pressures of being in the public eye, where every word and action is dissected. Reflecting further on her 20s, a period marked by rapid ascent in her career, Lawrence painted a picture of a life that was both exhilarating and overwhelming. She was still quite young when fame hit her full force, living on her own without the immediate support network that might have grounded her. The constant pursuit by paparazzi and media added to the chaos, making her feel like she was always being chased, both literally and figuratively. This era of her life was characterized by a building tension, as she sensed a shift in how the public perceived her. She recalled working excessively, which left her exhausted, and she grew increasingly frustrated with her interactions with the press. The media's relentless coverage began to wear on her, and she could foresee the point where public opinion might turn against her due to overexposure or perceived over-the-top behavior. With the benefit of time and perspective, Lawrence now acknowledges why there might have been a sense of weariness from the audience regarding her public image back then. She admits that looking back at those old interviews, even she finds the version of herself presented there to be somewhat irritating. This self-criticism is refreshingly honest, as she agrees that it would be understandable for people to feel annoyed if they were constantly bombarded with that persona everywhere they turned. To illustrate her point, she referenced a specific impersonation done by Ariana Grande on Saturday Night Live, describing it as incredibly accurate. This nod to the sketch shows her ability to laugh at herself now, even if it underscores the very traits that contributed to any backlash. Delving deeper into her emotional state during that time, Lawrence shared that she experienced a profound sense of rejection. It wasn't tied to her professional output like the quality of her films, or even her views on political matters. Instead, the rejection felt personal. It was directed at who she was as an individual, at her core personality traits that she had put on display. This realization, she emphasized, wasn't just a feeling, it was a reality she lived through. The sting of being dismissed not for her work but for her authentic self added another layer to the complexities of fame. It's a reminder of how celebrities, despite their successes, can face unique vulnerabilities where their personal identities become fodder for public judgment. Expanding on this theme, one can see how Lawrence's story resonates with broader discussions about mental health in the entertainment industry. Many stars have spoken about the toll that constant visibility takes, leading to burnout, anxiety, or a need to retreat from the spotlight. In Lawrence's case, her hyperactive and self-deprecating style might have been a way to preemptively address potential criticisms, but it also amplified her visibility, creating a cycle that intensified the pressure. As she matured, she likely learned to balance authenticity with boundaries, allowing her to engage with the public on her own terms rather than feeling compelled to overcompensate. Moreover, her reflections touch on the evolution of celebrity culture itself. In the early 2010s, when Lawrence burst onto the scene with films like The Hunger Games, the expectation was for stars to be relatable and real, in a way that contrasted with the more distant icons of previous generations. Social media amplified this, turning every interview or red carpet moment into viral content. Yet, as Lawrence points out, there's a fine line between being endearing and becoming overexposed, where the same qualities that draw people in can start to grate. Her admission that she gets why her persona could be annoying serves as a meta-commentary on this phenomenon, showing empathy not just for herself but for the audience as well. In thinking about her journey, it's clear that Lawrence has grown immensely. From a young actress thrust into global fame to a more seasoned professional who can critique her past self without harsh judgment, her story is one of resilience. She didn't let the rejection define her. Instead, she used it as a catalyst for personal growth. This kind of self-awareness is rare in Hollywood, where maintaining a flawless image is often prioritized. By sharing these insights, Lawrence offers a glimpse into the human side of stardom, reminding us that behind the glamour are real people navigating complex emotions. Furthermore, her comments on defense mechanisms invited deeper exploration of psychological coping strategies. In high-stress environments like fame, individuals often adopt personas or behaviors to shield their vulnerabilities. Lawrence's approach of extreme relatability, admitting to silly, everyday failures, can be seen as a form of armor, making her seem approachable while keeping deeper insecurities at bay. Psychologists might compare this to humor as a defense, where laughter deflects pain or criticism. Over time, as she recognized this pattern, she could adjust, leading to a more balanced public presence. The reference to Ariana Grande's impression also highlights the interplay between celebrities. SNL sketches often capture cultural moments, and Grande's take on Lawrence encapsulated the quirky energy that defined her early career. By praising it as spot-on, Lawrence shows a sense of humor and detachment, indicating she's moved past any annoyance to appreciate the mimicry.